Hey, good afternoon, my YouTube fam. This is your host, Aaron here. This is Times with the Narcissist Explained. Today I have an edited video about a hot topic. We're going to talk about narcissists going through karma, okay? And I'll be the first to tell you, in this day, in 2022, all of us have to be very careful of how we conduct ourselves, one, and how we treat others, two. Alright? Now, I'm not saying you should just let anybody treat you any kind of way. But when we dealt with the narcissist in the past, that was a lesson to show us what kind of evil is out there and why boundaries are important. Because, unfortunately, we live in a world where if you don't have boundaries, if you don't have a way of guarding your own heart, not letting anybody do you any kind of way, if you don't have that, there's so many people out here, if you give them an inch, they'll go a mile. Because a lot of people are childish, bratty, they don't value anything. You know, there's barely any respect. You give respect, but a lot of people don't want to give it back. So, you know, that's where boundaries are important. Okay? But when a narcissist goes through karma, and matter of fact, right now they are going through karma, all those tears and all that heartache and all that pain that they cause on you, including the flying monkeys that were part of that, they begin to suffer very, very hard. They take very hard financial hits. A lot of times their means of transportation starts to malfunction. All of a sudden, there's a lot of sickness in the family. There's a lot of secrets being revealed of all the dirty things that the narcissist was doing to other people. And then again, there's other people out there that are aiming for the narcissist, looking for them and things like that. That's why narcissists are always on the run, because they know they make so many enemies throughout the years, and some people really want their revenge. You know, there's some people out there that really want to see these narcissists, whether boy or girl, 6 feet under, because of how treacherous and how disrespectful and how conniving and deceitful. I mean, the narcissist went ahead and deceived a lot of people, took a lot of money, took a lot of time, took a lot of energy from people that they didn't even earn, they didn't even deserve. But because we wanted to help them, right, they took advantage. So, throughout the years, the narcissist grows up with a grudge on their heart. They're upset about whatever it is that happened to them in childhood and things like that. Not saying that this is something light, but if you look at the amount of suffering that's going on around the world, there are people who are going through way worse things than most of these narcissists. A lot of these narcissists still have the ability to see, still have the ability to talk, still have the ability to eat, still have the ability to use their arms, legs, and hands. There are people out there that are blind. There are people out there that are deaf. There are people out there that don't know what it's like to have arms, don't know what it's like to have legs. You know, there's people out there that's going through real deal suffering. But a narcissist, in their mind, they think that whatever it is that they've been through is the worst type of treatment you can get. I'm like, listen, man. There's people out there that's going way through worse, but you can't tell a narcissist that, because in their world, I want revenge for everything that happened. You know, there's things that has happened to empaths in the past that we could easily went and got revenge for, but it's like we had to let it go, because ultimately, over the years, you realize you're just different. Your calling is higher. Okay, you represent love and light. Unfortunately, we live in a world that's very wicked, very deceitful. And I'll tell you, man, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're an animal. You cannot mistreat those who are innocent and who had good intentions for you and expect to be successful in life. When you look at a narcissist's life, whether it's male or female, they broke a lot of people's hearts. And then when they get older, it's like, why does bad stuff keep happening to me? And then here we come along trying to rescue them, trying to, you know, support them, not knowing that their karma is the karma that they're going through. They broke a lot of people's hearts. They bamboozled a lot of people, stole from a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So eventually what happens is all those people that are still around the narcissist now are going to eventually fall off. They're going to just say, you know what, I've had enough. And the narcissist is going to be forced to face themselves. Whether male or female, they're going to be forced to face themselves. And that's the one thing they keep trying to avoid. Even their own kids will leave them. Okay? Even their grandma, their mom, their dads, whoever will leave that narcissist. And they're not going to play around and play in that dirty game anymore, because it's a losing game for all of us trying to deal with the narcissist, because they're only in it for themselves. The main goal is to please the narcissist. That's all they care about. All right? So when they go through karma, they go through heavy losses. They broke a lot of people's hearts back in the day. They deceived a lot of people. They lied to a lot of people. They tried to use and manipulate a lot of people. Like I said, you don't sit here and bully and terrorize and traumatize people and break people's hearts, use and abuse people, and expect to have a successful life. No, you have to pay for that. There's a debt they have to pay. And a lot of times it's with their lives. All right? So this is Times with the Narcissist Explained. This is your host, Aaron, here. Thank you all for coming through. I hope you enjoyed the message. And y'all tune in for more. All right? Bye-bye now.